The Great Commission doesn't say, go ye into the world, all of you who are gifted or trained or paid. It's for all of us. I'm sure you know that God's plan for your life is far bigger than your plan. What you may not know is the scriptural path for knowing God is making everything in your life work towards the fulfillment of His plan for your life. In other words, knowing that everything in your life, even the bad stuff, maybe particularly the bad stuff, is working together for your good.
Welcome to the Ignite with Barry McGuire podcast, where Barry's book and passion for spreading God's love are guaranteed to ignite your life. Now listen in and prepare to have your life ignited.
You know, it's so easy to sing the songs and pray the prayers, agree with the sermons on Sunday, and yet finding their truths to be far from us on Monday. So what good is it anyway? Why should we even bother to go to church beyond the fellowship of the saints? Obviously, if the words on Sunday fail to match the walk on Monday, something's wrong. It's a harsh world and bad things happen, and even good people do bad things to us. And sometimes the world seems so unjust because it is. In fact, it's lost. We live in a post-Christian society where 80% of our population rarely, if ever, goes to church. They're lost. And the Word tells us Satan blinds the eyes of the lost so they can't even discern true right from true wrong. The question is, whose fault is that? They're lost, and we've turned our lights out. How are they going to know unless someone tells them? But less than 1% of us are telling them. The harvest is great, but the laborers are few, as our soul is being trodden under the foot of man right before our very eyes. You can't change the world, but you can change your world. And when all of us start changing our worlds, we'll change the world. Here's how it works on a practical basis. Sharing our faith is not an add-on or an option. The Great Commission doesn't say, go ye into the world, all of you who are gifted or trained or paid. It's for all of us. I'm sure you know that God's plan for your life is far bigger than your plan. What you may not know is the scriptural path for knowing God is making everything in your life work towards the fulfillment of His plan for your life. In other words, knowing that everything in your life, even the bad stuff, maybe particularly the bad stuff, is working together for your good. That promise in Romans 8:28 starts immediately when you begin living your life for God's purpose, to seek and save the lost, that none should be lost. It starts immediately when you make the salvation of everyone you meet your highest priority. Always remember that God, not man, is your source for everything. When you get turned down for the sale or by the bank or have a flat tire or you find yourself in a chemo ward, it's never by accident when you're living your life for God's purpose. God never says, oops, He's up to something. People don't expect you to love on them when things go south for you. It's not natural. It's supernatural. And every time you love on people in Jesus' name when things are bad, you're telling God your trust is in Him and not in man and not in your circumstances. And you unleash His provision for making everything in your life work for good. Christian college students grow up in the cocoon of their Christian homes and colleges, immersed in the Word and their faith, and then they leave it all behind as they face the challenge of finding a job, with a continual turndowns being a continual drain on their faith, except for those who understand God's purpose for their life, shocking those who turn them down by loving on them and moving them closer to Jesus, knowing in so doing God has you right where He wants you to complete His plan for your life. That's a rush. And it's the same for every stage of life, wherever you are in your walk right now. You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free.
If you enjoyed today's episode, let us know. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review to help us reach more listeners. Remember, sharing your faith ignites your faith. See you next time on the Ignite with Barry McGuire podcast.